Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're going to connect our modern, everyday addiction to on-demand convenience with the hidden, frankly brilliant engineering that's making the future of electric vehicles actually possible. Welcome to the explainer, where we turn raw data into absolute clarity. I want to start by asking a question that bridges two completely different pieces of research we're analyzing today. One is all about consumer habits in Asia, and the other is a deep dive into advanced electrical engineering. The question is this: if our food and our rides can come to us on demand, why can't our electricity? I know, it kind of sounds like science fiction at first, but as we'll see, it's very quickly becoming an engineering reality.
All right, let's hit our first source from TGM Research, Section 1, the Daily Convenience Economy. Let's see how this builds the entire foundation of our story.
It is actually striking just how reliant the APAC region has become on services coming directly to them. We're talking over a third of people using ride-hailing and food delivery multiple times a week. We've basically shifted from seeing delivery as this rare luxury to treating it as an absolute baseline expectation of urban living.
And just to put that into perspective, take a look at Thailand, where we really see the extreme end of this trend. For nearly a fifth of the people there, 19%, getting things delivered is a daily necessity. It's not just a treat anymore. But it makes you wonder, right? Why are we seeing this massive shift? Are we all just suddenly deciding to stay inside?
Well, the data says no, we aren't just being lazy. It turns out, unpredictable weather and intense urban time constraints are the main forces driving this huge shift toward convenience-first choices. Look at this. 32% use ride-hailing just to avoid adverse weather. And in super fast-paced cities like Singapore, almost half, 46%, use delivery just to survive their busy schedules. We are a society constantly on the move, and we demand ultimate flexibility.
Which brings us to Section 2, the EV charging bottleneck.
So here's the rub. While we've gotten really good at moving food and people on demand, this massive, ever-growing mobile fleet is crashing headfirst into an immovable object, the electric vehicle charging infrastructure. As fleets and personal cars rapidly go electric, the demand for charging is rising way faster than fixed charging stations can actually be built. Because think about it, you need land, you need massive grid upgrades, and you just need time. This creates severe range anxiety and massive operational disruptions, especially for fleet drivers who literally cannot afford to sit idle at a station for hours.
And that brings us to a really fascinating paper from RJ Wave, which proposes a brilliant engineering fix to this exact bottleneck. Section 3, the mobile charging solution.
When you compare slow-to-build, grid-dependent fixed stations with flexible mobile solutions, the advantages become super obvious. Fixed stations are bogged down by crazy high installation costs and complicated land acquisition. Mobile charging, on the other hand, no land required, completely location independent, and it provides immediate emergency support. It perfectly mirrors that convenience economy we were just talking about.
So, what exactly is this tech? Well, think of the MECV, or Mobile Electric Charging Vehicle, as basically, Uber Eats for electricity. It's a specialized van or truck carrying high-capacity batteries that brings the charger directly to your stranded or parked vehicle, giving you AC or DC fast charging anytime, anywhere. If we peek inside one of these things, you can see how the energy storage and control systems are all neatly packed away to make this possible. Inside what looks like a totally standard utility van, you have this massive battery pack connected to a sophisticated monitoring and charging interface, all just sitting right there in the cargo bay.
Which takes us to Section 4, under the hood, MECV tech.
Let's actually lift the hood, figuratively speaking, and break down the complex engineering that makes this safe and effective out on the road. The vehicle relies on 5 interconnected subsystems to ensure stable voltage, prevent overloads, and deliver reliable power. You've got the energy storage system holding the juice, the power conversion unit adjusting the flow, the interface that plugs into the car, the control system running the brains of the whole operation, and of course the safety mechanisms keeping everything secure from thermal events or electrical faults. Tracing the main power path, you can see how energy literally moves from the grid to the mobile battery through this absolutely vital AC-DC converter and then straight into the customer's car. It's a parallel flow of both physical energy and digital control data working together. Diving a bit deeper into that power conversion unit, precise voltage and current regulation is absolutely essential here. Because, every electric vehicle brand has slightly different battery chemistry, right? So this unit uses DC-DC converters, inverters, and rectifiers to act as a highly intelligent power regulator, making sure it perfectly and safely matches the specific needs of whatever EV model it's charging. So how does this actually play out for the driver? Honestly, it's just like ordering a pizza. The working methodology follows 4 super simple steps driven by IoT and GPS, which makes this highly complex electrical transfer feel entirely seamless. You just tap an app, GPS sends the van your way, the Internet of Things handles a digital handshake with your car, and boom, regulated power begins to flow.
Behind the scenes, it's like a giant puzzle. Customers, operators, and the charging vehicles are constantly interacting in real time to optimize routes and minimize waiting times for stranded drivers. And by leveraging these digital tools, fleet operators can even use predictive routing. They can position vans in areas with high demand before the requests even come in.
And the economics of this? Completely fascinating. Developing this entire mobile system, including the vehicle, the battery packs, and the IoT modules, currently runs somewhere between 12 and 18 lakhs rupees. That's a crucial consideration for fleet operators looking to scale up because it presents a highly viable, cost-effective alternative to, pouring concrete for permanent charging infrastructure.
Finally, Section 5, the future of on-demand power. As we look ahead, what does this convergence of the convenience economy and mobile energy infrastructure actually mean for our cities?
With industry research from TechSci pointing toward massive market expansion by 2031, MECVs are evolving from just being a neat emergency backup to becoming an essential pillar of smart city infrastructure. This isn't just about rescuing stranded drivers anymore, it's about keeping massive commercial fleets and our daily routines moving without a single interruption. In fact, the RJ Wave research suggests this wild future where these mobile chargers could become fully autonomous. Imagine they use AI to predict demand and just dispatch themselves before a driver even realizes they need a charge. We're talking about driverless battery pods navigating city streets, automatically arriving at your office parking lot to top up your car while you're sitting at your desk working. Crazy, right? I really want to leave you with this provocative thought today. As our lives get more and more mobile and heavily reliant on this on-demand economy, it is only a matter of time before our energy infrastructure cuts the cord entirely. We've mastered delivering food and rides to our doors, so when will your personal power grid actually start chasing you? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep your curiosity fully charged.